Hello everyone, this is Caleb, back on the VintageBeef server, and this house is starting to piss me off. So I made a big red button, and here we go. Oh, there it goes. Ah, that looks much better. Cool, okay. Okay guys, so we're back here at my mob machine, and it's had a bit of a makeover. Much is the same. The on-off switch for the darkroom, I have it blocked off with a block down there right now. Button to push to get the loot, but this is different. The light is on in its XP grinder mode. Just wait for it a second to engage. Up come the blocks so I can hit their feet, and I hit it. These two blocks come forward, crush the mobs that are in there, and then these two blocks go down. And how I did that is back here. There's a little bit extra wiring that's needed because the glowstone lamp was in a different place. So we don't need this wire here. But the button's back there. It goes through this repeater. Up here it goes to the crushing blocks. And down here it goes to the bottom half of CMB Minecraft's 3x3 piston door. And what that does is just simply, or not simply, very complicatedly pushes these two blocks up. Like, there we go. And you saw those crusher blocks coming out. One more time. But I've been having a problem. It works great in XP mode, gets tons of mobs, still super effective, but in looting mode, we now have item clumping as part of buckets. So I throw one item down, and I throw another, and it becomes a whole one instead of there being separate items. You can see they just disappear from there and just clump into the one that I'm throwing. And that creates some problems. For example, there used to be lava up there. When they hit that, the items clump into the lava and I get very few drops into here. This is a T flip-flop because the button used to be a lever and it needs to be a T flip-flop to activate the looting area. And it also goes up into here, and the lamp is right behind here. Where's my pick? There it is. The lamp's right here, so it activates that as well. Let me pick up those. So I think I've figured out a way to make looting work with water drowning. Oops. I don't want to crush them because that would require a clock, and clocks lag the server, and I would have it on a lot. I don't want lava because, as I said, the items clump into the lava and destroy the item. So I have the water blocked off. This is already part of the system when it's on to one of the modes. I think it's on looting now. Oh well. But when it's on looting, this pushes over the hole so that mobs can't get down. Oh, we'll find out. Oh, that's just fantastic. Oh, and I'm back at spawn. The floor is clay. Oh, wow. I should steal this. Okay, I'll see you guys back at my house. This is spawn, by the way. There is absolutely nothing special. It's a ghost town about it. While we're in my nether tunnel, I'm not sure if I've shown this before, but I made a couple of improvements. The beginning and the end is still not done, but the main tunnel is done. Just today I changed all of the powered rails to line up with the glowstone and the sort of wood supports. I think that it looks really nice, and now I can send my minecart back, and it won't stop even if there's nobody in it. And also, this part is unresolved. I have a secret button somewhere behind this. It takes a couple presses. But this leads to my nether wart farm that I just built today, and this is just Etho's design. Yeah, you can see the item clumping there really good. You can see it looked like I only picked up one nether wart, but I actually picked up 11. And as of yet, I don't have a way to get back, so now I'm going to have to run all the way around through this person's tunnel, and that just made the trip a lot longer. Because I'm smart like that. Okay, so the problem is that I need a source block right in front of this block. And to do that, I need a source block here and here. And that won't work because the source block will be right where my head is when it's in looting mode, as it is right now. And when it's in XP mode, this block will be gone. Monsters will be able to fall down there. But that source block needs to be gone. And I can't put a piston right here, because then it'll stop the monsters right here. So I need a different solution, and I think I've come up with this. I'm going to put 4 water sources here. One more right here. And that creates a source block right here, which creates a source block right here. And it works. And the toggle for it will be like this. Just a piston right there. Piston right there. And I can test this by going like this. And all the water disappears, so it works. Okay, now another problem is that when the source block is here, it drops water down this way. And that clearly pushes me right back here. When really this water should be pushing this way. And I think that if I press this, yeah, the water streams meet up in the middle, so the monsters will have a tough time getting over there. Or they probably won't even go over there. So that won't work, and I'm not sure how I can fix this. I could probably do a temporary fix by putting a sign right there, and that'll work. Oops. So the monsters will come here and go into the source block and die. And monsters like to jump up and down in water, so I'll put a block right there so that they can't get out of the block. They're just going to drown. And then cover it up. And that sign there, I'm a little bit worried about it, but it should be a quick fix. I can change it later if I want. But let's try this. This is the best weapon I have, unfortunately. I forgot to show you guys that I changed some stuff in here. So I'm going to try to run in, block it off. Oh, geez. And that, oh god, that's scary. Glitchy creepers. And I'm going to try to show you guys what I changed in here. Stop glitching. You're scary. Oh, I know it's wrong. Earlier when I was working up top, I didn't want any mobs to come in on me while I was working on there. So I put a block right here. And that creeper should go up now. There he goes. Good job. So this used to be, oops. Oh well. This used to be a diagonal stream. It went over to this corner. The mobs got stuck in here and only this block had water in it. And they would go up here. I have since made it 4 wide in hopes that spiders would go up there. But it doesn't work. So the water goes like this. This one is just all full of source blocks. And there are 3 more water streams. Each of them have only 1 source block over here, so it pushes all the mobs towards this corner to prepare them for when it goes into a 1x1 tube. And this is a failed creeper farm that I'm still working on. There's also a spider killer in here, just in case they get stuck. And I'm going to try... This should be interesting. That was close. Okay. Good. Okay, so I went straight from the bottom of the mob system to the top. These are the creepers that were about to blow out. And hopefully they're gonna die. Not to be evil or anything, but crap, that was close. Nope, don't blow up. That's what I was afraid of. It looks like only 1 mob is getting killed at a time. So I'm probably going to have to put a sign there and another source block here so that they'll swim up one. And I just realized that since there's a sign there, their loot probably won't go into this tube. Which is just great. And basically means that it doesn't work. Let's see if there's gunpowder down here. Oh, there is! It worked. That means 2 creepers have died in there. That's good. That's a good sign. Okay, so while I'm recording, I might as well show you guys a project that I didn't sort of buy with my materials, but I worked a lot on. There's kind of a sad story that goes along with it, I guess. And part of it is that we killed the Ender Dragon. Yay! That was noisy. And let's take this. So we killed the Ender Dragon. VintageBeef himself came on the server for once and did it with us. Went no armor at all against all the Endermen and the dragons. It took about 2 minutes to kill the guy, and I filmed it, and we use a third-party application to talk to people online called Mumble, and my recording didn't record Mumble, which is fantastic. So that really sucks. But still, we killed the dragon. It wasn't too interesting. I recorded like an hour and I barely talked at all, and it was mostly just people, random people vying for Beef's attention. Here we are at the portal. But yeah, the fight took 2 minutes. It wasn't too interesting. The coolest thing about it was watching all the arrows fly at the dragon. Nothing much. But the really cool thing happened after it. I got to, or I guess I persuaded people to let me build the Ender Farm. And that's what we're running to now. And I really like it. And just about 10 hours after the dragon was dead, we were pretty much completely done. This is our water walkway. The whole walkway is only 2 blocks to 2.5 blocks high, so that we can walk down it and Enderman can't spawn. Unfortunately, I didn't build this part of the project. I was being a fanboy to Beef at the time. But if I did, I would have made the floor half block or half slabs so that we would have had a little bit more headroom. It's a little bit claustrophobic, and you can just see the end farm appearing through the water. If you don't know, we have water up there so that Endermen won't spawn or teleport, because Endermen really don't like water. But we can get a pretty good view of it here in just the massive scale, and even see some Endermen falling already. Let's try to not die here. This is very risky. So you can just see the massive scale of this, and all those are pistons, and they go for about... There's 30 pistons on each level, and there's about 25 levels, I think. And that's 30 piston per half. So there's 60 pistons plus 120, I don't even... or times 20, I don't even know. I'm not good at math. But I built pretty much from this sort of rib thing upwards. I built that entire thing, and other people, sort of a guy cut off there and another guy built up. So I built pretty much half of this thing, which is a big project, and in 10 hours, not very much time to do this. I'll show you this in a sec. We have named this the ball dropper, and I've turned my sound off because it's very annoying, actually. And fantastic, somebody broke it again. But what's supposed to happen if it's not broken is that we have a lot of greedy people on the server, and they'll stand right beside you as you get XP, so they'll pretty much steal your XP. So me and a couple other people built this RS door latch system, where you walk on this pressure plate and this gate closes, as does this one. And you're free to kill Endermen as you want in private. Somebody else can go on this side and kill them when somebody isn't in it. You can see they're not in it. The blocks are down and the Endermen fall and die. And people have been complaining about it, and I guess have destroyed the block in rebellion, but I like it. So I'm going to kill these Endermen. And you'll see when I step on this pressure plate, just going out for a second. That was close. This one opens and lets the next person in. I'm actually going to go out of it now. So it's a pretty cool system, I think, and works well, but other people don't seem to like it. So I should mention that this takes about 5, maybe close to 7 minutes to get to level 50. Very effective. And it was designed by a guy named Panda, who's on JCL 2579's, I believe, server. Very cool server, lots of technical stuff. They don't do a lot of really good looking stuff. Actually, everything they do is horrible looking, but They do build amazing technical things. And I'm going to show you this. We have the ball dropper, and then we have the emasculator. This thing uses pressure plates that are self-powered by, what are they called? Pressure plates on fence gates. I think it's Panda's design as well, but I'm not sure. And what you do is you put all your underballs in there. I don't really need any. Press a button, any button, and they will start shooting off. You can see them going already, and it's self-powered because they hit the pressure plates. Hey. Okay, so I thought I'd just show you guys two quick things. This is the ore exchange. It's another useful and beautiful thing. I'll probably show that in my competition video and explain it because it's pretty complex. But my friend DTM is online and he laughed at me and said he's recording. So I said, hello YouTube, and now I'm going to get him 1 million views. If I can spell. Okay, that's it. See you for real. Bye. Sorry, last thing, but people really forget that I am the nicest person on the server. I am just so nice, and they, like, nobody even acknowledges it. Like, come on, really? God, I'm the nicest person here.